All right, well, I'm happy how that pulled. All right, hey, so welcome back to the channel. We're back out in the garage here again, and you might be wondering what we're working on today. Well, I'll give you a hint. It's the Alfa Romeo. So if you guys watched last time, we worked on this car, and if you did, I appreciate it. I certainly appreciate you guys watching. I did cut the nose piece all off, well, parts of it, just the crusty parts, in an effort to eventually make room for the new piece. But I also had to make room to get at stuff. So you can see, so things like, I have my light here, things like this, you can see the old bumper mounts, they got to get, it's a plate, I mean, they got to get trimmed off. There's some other stuff's got to get trimmed off. And then these pieces have to get straightened out a bit. And this little cross member. And then the other thing I found too, I'll show you underneath here, this whole front section, the frame section, it got pushed back a little bit. I'll show you that here underneath, and I got to try and straighten that out as well. So I'll get my pusher, and I'll have to build some brackets to push off of and stuff. But let's take a look. I'll show you what I mean. So here's the underneath of the car. Yeah, right here. So you can see, is it my light? So you can see the framework here got pushed back a little bit. So I have to stick that. I have to work on pushing this all back, both sides. See, that side you can't see very good, but it's not as bad. But they got to get pushed back a little bit. So I gotta rig up some framework and stuff to do that. So that's what I'll be doing for a little bit. All right, Mabel. Okay, so what I went ahead and did is I built this framework in here. That's something that I can push off of. And then and then I got my bar in here. I'm going to attempt to push off that cross member in an attempt to pull that ahead. So I got this braced back to the frame of the car where the rear drag links attach. So I think it's plenty strong. So I'll go ahead and give it a push, see if I can see anything move, see if I can hear anything clunking and moving. So I feel it pushed it. I could tell it pushed it a ways, and I could hear some crinkling and clunking. So just going to go ahead where it was, bent a bit, and try to massage this with the hammer a little. There. Yeah, I feel that it puts it back into its proper shape. I'll have to just bump this one a little bit more. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to that side and go little bits at a time. I think this little exhaust hanger's in the way, so I'll have to probably remove that so I can get my rod in there. So. But it seems to be working. This seems to be holding up all right, this little framework I made. I've just got the jack here holding it up as well. So if all goes well, we'll have this car straightened out a little bit here. Okay, so yeah, so I just, like I said, I just got this thing out of the, I think I'll just leave it dangling there. I think it's okay. Oh, anyways, yeah, so I'll get my mechanism, I'll get it shoved over to this side. I'll push this side for a little bit, see how it goes, and then we'll we'll probably, you know, whatever. We'll bounce back if we have to. Bounce back to that side, and we'll just keep going till I'm happy with how straight it's turning out there. So, right. Well, that's what I'll do. Just give me a second here. I'll get this baby popped over to this side, and we'll continue on. All right. Get my light. Yep, I think it's even going better on this side than it did the other side, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's going good. Well, we'll keep going as long as it's going nice. I'll jump out in a minute and double check the hood, see how it's doing. But it's taking a bit of a push. So yeah, the hood's getting a little better, but that's also, I believe, the uprights for the core support are turned a little too, it looks like. So, but yeah, it is getting better. See my little, right in the eyes, got me right in the eyes. Yeah, you can see it's pulled it out. You can see it's pushed it, just the support across here, I guess, but it's getting to be real nice and straight now. So I'm going to give it just a little bit more, because it's probably might have a tendency to bounce back a bit, right? So give it a little bit more and see how that goes. But yeah, it's actually looking pretty good. Pretty good. All right. All right, well, I'm happy how that pulled. No, I was just gonna say I'll stop because I saw my piece ripping there a little bit, but it popped loose. So, but the good news is it kind of stayed where it was. I probably got to go a little bit more, but I'll have to fix my piece here. It just ripped through the tubing a little, so no big deal. But yeah, like I said, it kind of stayed. I think it does have to go a little bit more, but and then I'll jump back to that side, give it a smidge more as well. But yeah, actually it's working pretty good, I think. Hopefully we straighten this little car out. Okay, so I got my little rack repaired, braced it up a little better, and I'm back on this one here again. I'll give it another little push, see what happens. That's like before, it's going. Okay, so Yeah, so that actually worked not bad. It pushed some of it pushed a little better than I thought. Some was a little harder than I thought. So um, it's getting late, so we're gonna pack it in for the night. I can see already this door is fitting nicer, so it's doing some good. So we'll keep fiddling with it a little bit, but I think it's helping. And what I'm going to do probably tomorrow after work is I think I'm going to focus on cleaning this front end up. I got to grind bits and pieces out of there, so I'll go ahead and do that. I think that's what I'll focus on tomorrow, and then I can prepare to just straighten these uprights out a little bit, and we'll see if we can get things fitting a little better. And then I think there might be a smidge of a delay. Depends on how long this takes, but there might be a smidge of a delay because I think we're waiting for some bits and pieces too. So there was a comment, someone commented from the last video, they kind of wanted to see the sway bar. I just remembered. Yeah, so you can see here, it actually is busted in half, right? So that's the major problem with that. So it's actually busted in half, and then the little drag link was bent pretty bad. So because I was kind of by myself, didn't have the camera set up very good, so it was just from a distance there. So, but anyways, that's up that, and I think Alex is getting a new one of them as well. And like I said, a couple more little patch panels and stuff to get this nose done. But I think that's it for tonight. So, see you tomorrow. Hey, so we're back out here again. Another day out in the garage here, working on this Alfa Romeo. Last time we went ahead and pulled that frame inside there a little bit. We got that baby pushed. I'm comfortable where it's at for now. I'll see how it goes later once I start tweaking everything else. But for now, it's looking pretty good, I think. And see, I'm going to go ahead and grind up the old bumper mounts off. They're kind of a plate that the tube came off. I guess so I got some cleaning to do. So I'm going to buff this up, go ahead and grind them up. And then I'm hoping to start bending this. This has to be pushed out just a little bit, pulled apart a bit, and this cross member's got to be pushed a little bit too. So we'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and get rigged up. I'll go ahead and get rigged up, and that's what I'll do for a bit. I won't bore you too much just cleaning that up. That's just grinding and stuff. So I'll probably just go ahead and once I get rigged up and get ready to do some bending and pushing and stuff, then I'll get you guys back on board and we'll take a look at it. All right. Hey, so yeah, so like I said, you can see here, I got all the bumper brackets and stuff all trimmed off. I went ahead and cleaned it up. What else did I do? I guess that's about it. I kind of cleaned it up a bit and stuff. So now what I'm going to focus on is this little Mabel here. So Mabel, I'm going to focus on straightening this cross member out, and I have to go inside and push these out a bit, and then I'm going to try to probably with a slide hammer. I'm gonna weld a nut and stuff and try to slide hammer just this out to get it a little nicer. So that's gonna be the next step. I'm gonna try to get in here and porta power it around. So okay, I'll show you here. I got this porta power in. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look here. You can see I got it in there between that cross member back here and against this front one. So I'll rig this up. Well, it's rigged up. I'll go ahead and start pushing. Hopefully, you can push this cross member out. Hey, little puppy. Well, it's yeah, you can see got a little dent there, but the top is getting straight. So that's good. Yeah, I think I'll move the pusher over a little bit and Yeah, move it over a little bit here, push over here a bit. But yeah, that's good. It's already darn near straight. So I'm happy with that. Just got this little ding there. If I can try and pull him out, and then I got to push these cross members a bit too. So, anyways, I'll get this shuffled over, and we'll take another look how it goes. All right, so we pushed on this, showed you guys that. Then I rigged around, messed around a little bit, but so then what I decided to do is get my handy slide hammer here and get these. I'm going to try and pull these out. So I did go ahead and start trying on this one, and you can see already that it actually did a pretty good job. Now I can massage this a little with my hammer. But yeah, I think it's actually working not bad, pulling that face out. So to get it a little nicer, right? So I'm going to keep on there. I'm going to try that, and I'm going to go over here and do that, and I'm going to try and pull that one too. And then we're actually looking pretty good for where the bumper mounts go. And I'll tweak this around just a little bit just to get it as nice as I can. So it's actually looking pretty good. I wasn't sure how I'd go ahead and try to get these dings out, but like I said, this actually worked pretty good. And then I can cut this nut off that I put on. And I can cut that nut off, and well, I think I got some more I'll have to use, but because that one's probably wrecked. But I'll cut it off, grind it up, and we're actually looking pretty good. So I'll keep on trucking. I'll show you some more here when I go, but I think this one's getting pretty good. I'll try to bend that the little core support mount. I'll just straighten him out just a little bit, and then we're actually looking pretty good. So anyways, here we go. Let's follow along. Okay, so I'm gonna pack it in for the night. It's getting late. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so what was I doing here on this little car? So I was trying to get those little uprights straightened out here a bit and stuff. So I did get them pretty good. I think they're looking all right. I welded those nuts like I indicated, and I slide hammered those front kinks out of them there. So yeah, anyways, so keep working on it. But so I did meet with Alex the other day just in regards to some parts that he was still waiting for. They were back ordered and stuff. I kind of wanted to start getting the junk out of the way. Right?
And you saw the bumper brackets from the box?
Yes, I did. Yeah, and then obviously I didn't realize, but now I see how they weld them and stuff. So that's no big deal.
Yeah, they're pretty mangled on there right now.
Yes.
And I did that panel. I'm trying to find out. They said that they shipped it, and then I looked and it showed that they created a shipping label and not that it was going to pick up yet. So
right.
It should be here soon.
So yeah, so that's that guy, right?
Yeah, and I did order that panel and the little brace.
So we'll probably be back onto this Pontiac for a little bit here while we're waiting for some parts, but then we'll get back onto this thing and probably hopefully once the parts will come and start welding this, getting ready to put this nose cone on and stuff. So looking forward to getting that kind of mocked up and on, because then it'll kind of look like a little car again. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.